Just give me a sec. I'm trying to make sure everything is working fine, and then I'll start. Got it. All right. Hi, Moses. Hi. Hey, Ren, just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. I'm just trying to make sure everything is fine. Okay, can I just double check if everyone can see me and hear me? Hi, William. Welcome. Sorry, my thing was just moving around. like it just auto swapped for some reason. My screens were swapping on its own for some reason. Can I just check if everyone can hear me and see my screen clearly now? Because a while ago it was moving quite crazily. All right, hi. Hey everyone. Okay, everything's okay now. Sorry, again, PowerPoint was working a little weird earlier on. It's okay, it's all good now, right? Let's start the webinar. So hey everyone, welcome to our weekly webinar, our trading strategy clinic, which we do for you guys on Thursdays. Sorry about this. I think this was not corrected. Okay. Today we're going to highlight some setups, some key levels, and we hopefully can find some trades. We're going to highlight a few things today, some strategies, hopefully. Hi, Ravello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so this webinar is brought to you by Everest Fortune Group in collaboration with Vantage Markets. We're an award-winning research firm and finalist for 2019, 2020, and 2021 for the best Forex and equity research. We work with major financial institutions to help them forecast where the markets are heading. And now we have a special partnership with Vantage Markets where we're bringing you guys the good stuff every day. Okay, so I'm so glad to see regulars back here today. Hopefully we find some nice setup today. I think last week I called something for gold, if I'm not mistaken, and it played out really nicely. Okay, so you guys know how this works. Disclaimer. This webinar is purely educational and nothing in this webinar should be construed as investment or trading advice. So please do your own due diligence, okay, before trading, all right? Just remember that trading, Forex, and CFDs carry significant risks and is not suitable for all investors, okay? Especially if you're trading on margin, the risk immediately multiplies by the margin you are using as well. Okay, so do be cautious when you are trading. Okay, I do not recommend anyone jumping into the ocean before actually learning how to swim. So same thing, don't recommend you guys trading. Please, until you are good with all the basics, you know what you're doing, then go nuts, right? Yes, XAUUSD, it played out really nicely. I remember very clearly. I think I called for a buy from 1840 to 1850 and it wait, or is it 1850 to 1840? I called quite a few I did quite a few calls throughout the week. So don't really remember, but I know very clearly that it played out. Okay, because I personally was in that trade as well. Okay, so that's that. Let's introduce the team. We've got Desmond Leong, our CEO, and you got me. Desmond is our CEO and our chief trader here, right? And you've got me. I've got a few other colleagues as well. Their photos are not. Yeah, it was a short. I remember now. They haven't given me their photos, or rather, the photos that we have, they were not very happy with them. They said that the photos weren't very flattering. So, you guys will be seeing my colleagues. Probably next week. Monday, we've got Melanie taking you guys. She'll be taking you guys for news updates and a little bit of looking for trades. Tuesday, we've got Joe. Joe will be taking you guys for topical. So he'll teach you guys the basics of trading, of Forex, of stocks, of, well, just basically trading, right? He'll go through like 101 of technical analysis and whatnot. And then you've got me. I take you guys on Thursdays where we look for setups, hopefully probable setups, hopefully something that can make us a little bit of profit and we can end the week nice. Okay, so a little bit about me for those who don't already know me. I see a lot of regulars here, right? Just a reminder, we are streaming on different platforms. We've got YouTube, Facebook, Vantage's website. So wherever you are watching this from, you can just leave your message in the chat box and it will appear here. Okay, and I will reply you guys accordingly. Okay, for those who don't already know me, my name is Cass. I'm an investment analyst / prop trader here at Everest Fortune Group. We're an award-winning Singapore fintech company, right? So I'm a profitable trader. I've passed FTMO twice. My specialty is actually in catching reversals. So reversals are great. You can, when price is going in an uptrend, you just catch when it's just about to do the entire downtrend movement. So I specialize in catching reversals, but I must say, recently I have been focusing a lot more on continuations, especially on these webinars, because continuations are much easier to catch compared to reversals. Okay. Because you're just playing with the wave. You're just going with the wave. Okay, so that's our introduction. We're going to go straight into trading view so that we can hopefully find you guys some setups. Sorry, we started a bit late today. Again, my screens were moving around early on. I didn't know how to do it. My mouse was lagging, like technology, am I right? Technology failing on me. So, okay, that's that. Do check us out on social media. We've got Vantage Markets on Telegram, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Okay, gonna leave this. Can you guys let me know if you can see my trading view screen? Is everyone good? Is it clear? Just give me a sec, okay? I myself am going to log in to make sure you guys can see. Okay, because on my side, because I'm using a computer and I have a really big screen, so it's really big and clear to me, but I don't know like where some of you are watching this from, right? If you're watching this from like your phone, I hope you have a really big screen. Okay, if not, let me just say, oh, now you have to sign up for these webinars. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Okay. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Ravello. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, I do see myself. Okay. Oh, I'm not actually in the video. Can you guys see me? Because on my side, I can't even see myself, like on my phone. Okay, it doesn't matter as long as you can see the screen. Okay, cool. Okay, so if you guys have any requests on instruments or whatever pairs you want to look at, do drop them in the chat box right now and I will try my best to look at them. If Forex pairs, cryptocurrency, it can be Forex, it can be cryptocurrency, it can be indices, whatever it is. If you guys have any requests, do throw them in. If not, I'm gonna look at gold because did manage to do call something on gold. Oh, okay, nice. So yesterday, I didn't take you guys for the webinar yesterday, but I called for a buy exactly at this spot. Okay, exactly at this spot. Called for a buy here. Maybe we can review how I got that buy today, and then when we have enough time, because today is trading strategy clinic, right? Because so trading strategy clinic is how I show you guys what kind of strategy I use, okay, to find my setups. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how I got this trade, this like exactly at this spot, not even on a pip lower than this. So you can find very laser kind of like entry, right? With Fibonacci confluence. So I used Fibonacci confluence to get this trade yesterday. I called for a buy here. If you, those who are still in the trade would be making quite a bit of profit, but I personally got out at 1845. I personally got out at 1845 because there was a resistance here. I don't think anyone would have still be holding to this. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I got this trade yesterday. Okay, so the first thing I did was try to look for trend. So yesterday there was a okay, no, that's not it. Okay, yesterday there was a channel. Okay, let me just pull up that channel. Okay, there's a channel here. Price was moving in this channel. So it was here when I spotted it around this area, and I was trying to see if it will bounce from here to go up to the top of the channel. Not only did it go up, it actually broke the top of the channel. My call was only to the top of the channel, but price did more than what I expected it to do. Okay, so how I got this trade, again, I use Fibonacci confluence. Fibonacci confluence is finding different Fibonacci levels lining up in the same exact area. So we've got the Fibonacci extension here. We've got the Fibonacci. Okay, to make this easier, I'm going to replay it so that we can see it playing out. Okay, we've got a Fibonacci expansion and projection here, and we have got a Fibonacci retracement here. Okay, so I am going to line up all those levels. I'm going to line up all those Fibonacci levels in that exact area where I bought to show you guys how exactly you can be finding this kind of such trades. Okay, so the first thing I did was look for Fibonacci retracement. If I remember correctly, there was a 50%. Yes, there was a 50% lined up exactly where the reversal happened. Okay, there was also a Fibonacci extension that lined up here, right? Okay, yeah, the 161.8 lined up nicely here. The other thing that I noticed lined up was, okay, it's not the best, right? It's not the best, but I did see a horizontal level here. Okay, it's not the best. Why? Because it cuts through this structure, but I still used it because as reference, right? So we've only got this two. I tried to look for more Fibonacci levels, but the projection didn't line up. Okay, the projection didn't line up. Let me see if the 122. Okay, yep. The 127.2 projection lined up here. So there's 3 Fibonacci levels lining up here. There's one more, the Fibonacci expansion, which is a negative level that would have like, okay, see, my mouse is acting funny again. This is exactly what happened when I just started the webinar. I hope. Okay. I'm going to explain to you guys why Fibonacci confluence is so important, okay, when looking for trades, when catching this exact reversal, when catching your entries, okay? I'm going to use this logic. I don't know if I've already shared this with you guys before because I've taken you guys so many times. If I haven't already, if I already have, this is a good reminder. Okay, so pretend you are the human. You are this human right here that I'm drawing. I'm sorry, it's such a bad drawing, right? Okay, this is a ball. So you're trying to push this door. Okay, you're trying to push the ball. You're trying to push the ball. You're trying to push the ball. Okay, when you push the ball, you encounter a door. There's a door right here. Where can I learn this? Hey William, are you talking about Fibonacci retracements, Fibonacci levels? If you're talking about the Fibonacci, the good thing about our Tuesday series is that you can learn it from us every Tuesday. So our Tuesday series, we cover a lot on the fundamentals or the basics of trading, and Fibonacci will be part of our Tuesday series. Okay, so the good thing about the Tuesday one, again, we just started from scratch. So we actually did so many webinars already, but we have decided as a refresher to start from the beginning. So I think starting next Tuesday, we're going to do introduction to trading, followed by technical analysis 101, followed by like just very basic things, and then it will slowly go to more advanced things like Fibonacci, indicators, trading psychology, risk reward, risk management. Yeah, so Tuesday, do sign on. I do recommend people coming on Tuesday because it's super, super good, especially if you are a beginner or if you just want to refresh your memory. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this analogy, right? You are this person pushing this ball. You're pushing it, you're pushing it, pushing it. So when you come to this door, there's some kind of resistance, right? If the door is heavy, you wouldn't be able to push the door, right? Because you're pushing the door and it's so heavy, you're like, okay, I give up. So you turn back. You kind of turn back. You turn back. But if the door is light, it's made out of super light wood, right? Maybe it's just made out of super light. You can easily push the door and you can go to the next room. Okay, you can continue pushing your ball to the next room. So it's the same with trading, right? So this is the price. Imagine you are the price trying to push the ball to the next room. So right now, this first support that I have highlighted, right? This green line here is your door, okay? And all these Fibonacci levels is resistance behind the door. So for every Fibonacci level right here, there's a 50% Fibonacci retracement right here. So that 50% Fibonacci retracement will represent a 10 kilos rock behind the door, for example. Okay, the 127.2 Fibonacci over projection will represent another 10 kilos rock over here. Okay, the 161.8 Fibonacci extension will represent another 10 kilos rock behind the door. So if you are this person going towards the door and you're pushing the door, if there's so many heavy things behind the door, you're going to have a hard time pushing and you're going to end up doing a U-turn and you're going to reverse. Same with price. Price will get here. If there's too much resistance, what is it going to do? It's going to just turn back, right? It's going to turn back. Okay. There are many factors to consider as well. Imagine this person is a very strong person. Imagine he has a lot of muscles. Okay, imagine he has a lot of muscles and for some reason he somehow manages to put through the door. So my point is that it is not impossible to break strong resistances. It's just that it's hard. Okay, it's hard. So it's not impossible for this person here to push through the door and all the rocks, but it's just hard, right? It's just hard. There's just a lot of barrier and resistance. So it's the same with price. It's the same thing with price. Okay, so that being said, right now, there's a lot of resistance here. There's 3 Fibonacci levels lining up in the same area. Price is going to have a hard time, and that's why I called for a buy from here. Okay, and true enough, I called for a buy to the next resistance right here. The horizontal resistance is your next door, right? The next door that price would need to encounter. So I called for a buy all the way to this next door here, which is the 1843. Okay, so true enough, price reversed exactly at this support. Let's watch it play out. Am I supposed to? Okay, yeah. Watch it play out, and there you go. It played out nicely, and not only did it reach the resistance, it broke the resistance, and it's continuing up. It broke the channel, it broke the resistance, and it is moving up. It's just continuing up. Came back, retested that support here. It's retesting this support, or rather close to it, and now it just continue. Okay, so that's exactly how what I used to catch reversals. Reversals are amazing. Okay, look at the price is on a downtrend. The price is on this really big downtrend, and you're just catching at that exact point where it's going to reverse. Okay, that is the beauty of Fibonacci confluence. Okay, so not only did I find Fibonacci confluence here, I also backed it up with other things like oh sorry, I actually found this trade on the 4 hours, not the 1 hour. Okay, I actually found it on the 4 hours. Okay, so not only was there Fibonacci confluence here, the horizontal level that lined up nicely here, there was also the Ichimoku support that lined up here. So there was a lot. Oh yeah, go ahead, Ravello. Go ahead. There was a lot of support here, so that's why I was quite confident. Okay. Totally fine. Don't worry, guys. If at any time you guys have a question, just shoot your question and I'll try my best to answer. Don't worry, don't be shy. You guys have to remember that ultimately, hey, okay. Okay, so not only are we streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Vantage, we're also streaming on Zoom. So I'm sorry, Baptiste. Sorry, I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Sorry, I didn't see your message earlier because Zoom has a totally separate chat from YouTube. So as soon as you find the level of intervention, sorry, I've got a question from Zoom from Baptiste. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. It's probably French, I'm assuming. Of intervention, what is the signal you use? Where do you put your stop loss? Okay, where do I put my stop loss? Good question, right? I put my stop loss right behind this. Okay, so back to this analogy. You're reaching the door with a lot of rocks behind the door. You're going to have a hard time pushing the door, right? You're going to have a hard time pushing the door. So I'm just going to put my stop loss behind the door, just behind the door. Okay, if you manage to push this door open, okay, totally fine. You can hit my stop loss. You earn it, man. You deserved it because you managed to push through such a high barrier. Okay, this is one place you can put your stop loss. The other place you can put your stop loss is you go back to one of the Fibonacci levels, right? In this case, I'm going to use the 50%. I'm going to pull out the next Fibonacci level, which is a 61.8%. Okay, and then I'm going to put my stop loss under this 61.8%. Why? Back to the analogy. Because if this person manages to push this door, remember, throughout the charts, there's a lot of support and resistance. There's going to be a lot of doors. Okay? So if this person manages to push open this door, he's going to encounter the next door. And he might be too tired because let's say he used too much of his strength pushing the first door. He might not be able to push the second door, which is right here. It's the same thing as on the charts when you put it in the same idea. Okay, so the same idea is that price may have had enough bearish momentum to push through this first barrier here, but when it reaches to this second barrier, it does not have momentum anymore. Okay, it has lost the bearish momentum, and therefore, even if this person managed to get through the next room, when he reaches this door, he might be too tired, or he lost his strength or whatnot, and then he reverses from here. So the other place to put your stop loss is here. Okay. Is everyone clear so far? I just want to know if everyone is still following me. Is everything okay? So you just buy the level, size your position with the stop loss, but you don't wait for a signal. Sorry, what do you mean by a signal? Do you mean like a confirmation? Like a confirmation? One thing I usually do wait, actually I do advise people to do this is, okay, let's say price is right here. Okay, I'm gonna have to use that replay thingy. Okay, price is right here. Right here. I don't know what happens, right? I'm only projecting that price is going to come here and reverse from here. Okay, that's what I am projecting. Okay, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so what I do is when price actually comes here, right, I wait for a candle. Yes, that's right. Thank you so much. That is a very good question, and you've already got the answer. A candle, a figure, something, a little time frame. Yes, I do. Okay, so one thing you can do is go to the smaller time frame to look for candlesticks pattern. So I will not have time to go through this because it's an entirely topic on its own. Okay, so candlestick reversal pattern. For those who are joining the Tuesday webinars, right? Those who are joining the Tuesday webinars, just know that we will be covering this in one of the webinars. Okay, so we've got all of these candlesticks reversal patterns. Do you see we've got a hammer, the hanging man, the bullish engulfing? These are all signs of reversal. Okay, this is the candle's way of telling you, okay, I'm at a resistance now or a support. um, I I don't have enough strength to push through the door. I want to make a U-turn. I want to turn back now. Okay, so these are the patterns that will appear on the chart. Okay, let's see what pattern appeared. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, it was a spinning top. This is what or spinning bottom, right? This is what a spinning bottom or spinning top look like. Okay, so I will wait for price to get here, and then I will wait for the candle to tell me if it has enough strength to push through our door or not, okay, or push through our support. If the candle comes out a super red bearish candle that breaks this entire area, then that's already your sign to not get in, right? You should not get in because the candle is already telling you, I have a lot of bearish momentum. I am going to push through this door or this support, okay? Okay, but in this case, we can play. Let's play. Do you see this? Pause. Okay, do you see this candle? This is a spinning. This is a bear spinning top. Okay, this is a spinning top. This is a reversal pattern candlestick. Okay, this is a reversal candlestick that is signaling to you that, yep, I don't have enough bearish momentum to break through this support. I am going to reverse from now, and true enough, the next candle reverses. Okay, so I called this yesterday in one of my webinars. Hopefully, we can find another pair like this. So if you guys have any requests, drop them in the chat box right now, and we can go look at them right now. If not, we can try to analyze gold and see if we can find any more of this kind of Fibonacci confluence kind of setup. Okay, everyone clear so far? Is anyone confused? The good thing about this is that since we moved to Zoom and whatnot, I realized that it's easier to talk to you guys because there's so much chat and conversation. You guys are very interactive. Okay, so if you guys have any questions or if you're not clear about anything, do let me know, because ultimately I'm sure you guys are here to learn how to trade properly and to be able to grow your account. Okay, and for me as well, I want to know that you guys understand and you guys are able to grow your account as well, because I want you guys to come back in like few months and be like, hey, I attended your webinar, and because of your webinars I managed to make some profit, which is true enough because I do have a lot of attendees in my other webinars telling me like they made 25% last month, or they have been in profit for 2 months straight. So hopefully you guys are next as well. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying Baptist. This is my best guess. Baptist is my best guess. Hopefully, yes, you are French. Yes, I'm French, and no worry about the pronunciation. Yes. Sorry about that. Okay. Can we have a look at both gold and XAG? Okay. Let me see if can still find something good on gold. No, I didn't. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'll see you guys every Thursday. Okay. Let's see if I can still catch anything on goal. Again, guys, this not every time you find a great setup, okay? If you don't find a great setup, my advice is to move on. Why? Because look at this. There's so many like pairs and instruments and charts for you to look at. If you look at gold and you don't see that winning trade, just move on. Like there's so many other things to look at and chart on. Okay, I'm sure if you go through like all the 100 things that are available in the market, you are going to find something very, very probable. Because again, as traders, our job is only to find high probability trade, right? In life, you just want to do high probability things. For example, like I don't know, I always have very morbid examples. Okay, let me give you an example. Imagine you found a girlfriend or boyfriend. You're not gonna marry this person if you see a lot of red flags, right? Because you know then if I marry this person, I'm gonna have a very high chance of getting a divorce, right? So it's the same as trading. Don't get into the trade if you have a high chance of losing. Okay, do not. You're just punishing yourself for no reason. Okay, so let's see what we have for gold. If there's nothing, we're gonna move on. Okay. Trendline breakout, we already achieved that. Let's look for support and resistance. We've got a resistance here, 1830. That was the exact same one I marked out yesterday. We've got a support here. Okay, one thing you want to do after you find your trend, you need to answer 2 questions. Okay, the first thing you do when you look at the chart, number 1, clear your chart, clean it up. Okay, go to this trash can at the side, remove drawings and indicators. Okay, after you do that, you are going to answer your first question. Your first question is it going on an uptrend? Hey, you're knocking on 85 marriages and traders. Really? I don't think divorce rates are that high. Is it that high? I don't think so, right? I don't know. I don't know what the rates of divorce are, but my whole point is that you should only do things when it's high probability. I don't know. I couldn't find any other example in my mind. Okay. After looking for answering your first question, which is it a downtrend or uptrend? Okay. So can you guys help me answer the question? When you look at gold right now on the 4 hours, do you think it's on an uptrend or a downtrend? We need to answer the first question before we can move on to the next question. All right. Now nobody wants to answer me. You guys had so many questions throughout, and now you guys don't want to answer me. Yeah, so is it uptrend or a downtrend? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Brian. Okay, Brian is saying that it is on an uptrend. Let me try see if I can spot that uptrend you are seeing. Oh, wow. Should look at that. Okay. It was down, but looks like reversed. Okay. See, before I tried drawing that, it looks like it was on a downtrend. It broke out, right? So it looks like it's on an uptrend. It looks like the downtrend is over and it's on an uptrend. But now that I try to draw an uptrend, you know what I spot? Another breakout. You kidding me, gold? Another breakout. So it was moving on an uptrend for a while, and it then broke out from that uptrend again. So now we're back to it being a downtrend. Do you know why we need to establish the trend? Because if you establish that it's on a downtrend, you want to ultimately look for a sell entry. If you establish that it's on a uptrend, it needs a new high to reverse. If not, it stays down. Yes, it does need a new high. Thank you, Baptist. If it's on a downtrend, then you want to look for a sell entry. If it's on uptrend, you want to look for a buy entry. That being said, it doesn't mean that just because it's on a downtrend, I can only sell. I can also buy, but you need to keep in mind that if I buy when it's on a downtrend, you are going against the wave, right? You are going against the wave, which may or may not be risky. I mean, personally, I want to ride the wave, right? I want to play the continuation. It's like this. Okay, you can see in this example, price is going down, price is going down, price is going down. Isn't it better if you just get in here for the sell here? Get in for the sell here. Get in for the sell here, right? That's much better to just ride the wave down rather than playing that pullback. Okay, you can as well. You can also get in here for the buy. My mouse is acting funny again. I'm so sorry, guys. You can also get in here for the buy, right? You can get in here for the buy if you want, but I much prefer getting in for the sell because I think my chances of winning will increase. Okay, so that's that. So right now, that's why I say I now, especially on these webinars, I try to look for let's make us real good service. Yeah. Yes, let's. Okay, I try to look for continuation trades, especially for you guys, because it's easier to spot continuation trades. We want to get in at the pullback. So right now, if this is really a trend line breakout, we want to now wait for that pullback and then from here get in for the sell. Okay, so are we ready to look for this sell entry? Right? It's so funny. I thought recession is coming. Doesn't gold usually go higher? I think a lot of money is in cryptocurrency now. That's why gold is not. It's not as amazing as it used to be, right? Okay, so this strategy is called the trendline breakout pullback. Okay, so usually after the trendline, there will be a breakout and there will be a pullback. Okay, we've already established that. Let's try to see where is it going to pull back to. We know it's going to pull back. We just want to see where we're going to pull back to. We're going to enter that pullback for the sell. Okay, enter the pullback for a sell. Again, guys, I just want to remind you guys. Just let's go back to this guy pushing the ball. Okay, you're this guy pushing the ball. This is a door. These are the rocks behind the door. Okay. Just because there are rocks behind the door and the door is super heavy, it doesn't mean it's impossible for this guy to go to the other room. Okay. He still has a chance of going to the room. Maybe he's super strong. Maybe he goes to the gym every day. Right. So it's the same as trading. I can find you guys the trade, but it's not going to be 100%. It's never, ever 100% in trading. The only thing I can do for you guys is try to help you find a super strong door. Okay? I'm going to help you find a super strong door and hopefully this guy decides to reverse. Okay? So hopefully this is a super strong resistance and when price gets here, it's going to reverse. Okay? Let me get rid of this drawing. It's horrible. Okay. Let's try to spot something. Let's try a Fibonacci retracement first. Okay, Fibonacci retracement. There we got Fibonacci expansion and projection. Okay, let's see if we can find anything lining up on the charts. We ultimately want to find Fibonacci levels lining up exactly where this first resistance is. I'm going to change the name so you guys don't get confused. Where this first resistance is and where this support. Okay, for the new guys here, resistance is always above price, support is always below price. Okay, probably the 23.6. Nope, 38.2. Nice. Okay, so 38.2 is we've got the door, got the human. We've got a 38.2. We've got one rock behind the door right now. Okay, the 38.2. Let's see if we can find more rocks behind the door. The more rocks behind the door, the harder it is for the guy to push through. Okay. Nope. Okay. So when we're looking for Fibonacci projection levels, it's 61.8, 78.6, and 100%. Okay, these are the three levels that we look at. We don't look at anything lower. The 50% will line up nicely here, but that's not a level that we use. Okay, it's not a valid level that we use. Okay, so why I'm not using the 61.8? Because right now the door is here. The 61.8% is super, it's not super far away, but it's not exactly near the first resistance. You want it as near as possible to the first resistance. Why? Because in this case, the door is here, but the rock is here. It's not really contributing to the resistance of the door. You know what I mean? It's not really putting pressure onto the door. So doesn't make sense. This 61.8% is not contributing to anything. So we're going to get rid of it. Let's see if we can find anything else lining up here. Okay, there's a tiny little Fibonacci projection here. I don't think it's going to line up. Nope, it's not lining up. Okay, trying my best to find more Fibonacci retracements levels for you guys. But if it doesn't line up, then I cannot force it either, right? Okay, there's 127.2 there that lines up with possibly that 61.8 just now. Okay, nope. They're not lining up in one very tight area. Okay, they're not lining up in one very tight area. Okay, so what can we achieve right now? What can we conclude? Let's come to a conclusion of what we have our findings. Okay, depending on how you draw your trend line as well. Okay, there is a resistance here. When price gets here, right? When price gets here, it is going to decide whether it wants to go higher or it wants to reverse. Okay, that's what price is going to decide. Okay, give me a sec. I'm trying to see if I can get anything else. Okay, no. Okay. Right now, you've got a guy trying to push this door open. There's one rock lining up behind the door, which is this Fibonacci level lining up with this first resistance. I'm going to leave it to you guys. I personally don't think this is strong enough. I much prefer if there were more rocks behind the door, right? I much prefer if there was like a lot of Fibonacci levels lining up here. But in this case, there's only one Fibonacci level. It makes me feel like this resistance is okay, but it may not be strong enough to stop price from going higher. Okay, but do take note. Okay, this Fibonacci level represents one rock. This ascending trend line here is also a form of resistance that's going to represent another rock, maybe a smaller rock. Okay, let me find indicators. Let's see if the indicators is another rock. Okay, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, 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 wow. Technology going crazy today. Nothing, honestly. Okay. I'm just seeing this now because I pulled out the stochastics and stochastics is showing this. Okay. There is a chance that price will not be even able to cross here. Okay, so we might have found another entry. Let me try to see if this is probable or not. It's probably the 78.6. Okay, nope. There's honestly no clear. Okay, guys. Nothing is agreeing with our analysis. So this, I would say, goal, no good setup. So right now, when price gets to this level here, it might or might not break. Okay, this is the level where price might just reverse or it might just continue going up. I personally, we would need to wait for price to get here before then. What's going on? We would need to wait for price to get here and then decide again. Okay, nope, nothing very clear or nice for gold. I personally wouldn't get in on this because I much prefer more Fibonacci levels lining up. When there's only one Fibonacci level lining up and the first resistance, it makes me feel like, okay, there's probably some form of resistance, but not the strongest. Okay, the stars aren't aligning. Let's move away. Exactly. Okay. Oh, sorry about this. I didn't even realize you texted. Would bank holiday here in the UK affect the indicators? Nope. Technical analysis is totally fine. If it's a bank holiday in UK, the great thing about the markets is you can always go and trade the US markets. Right? Okay. Sorry about that. We probably wasted a bit of time on gold. Let's try to see XAG. Stars are not aligning. You're right. Silver. Let's see what silver is saying. Okay, again, start with clear charts. You always want to start with clear charts. I think price is doing exactly what gold is doing. Looks like it at least. Right? Nope. Looks like an ascending channel. Okay, cool. We've got an ascending channel. Let me just go to the bigger time frame to confirm. Just want to highlight that there is a resistance here. There's a resistance here. There's a door. There's a door here. Okay, so when price gets here, might or might not have a hard time breaking that door. Very strong door, actually. Why do I say it's a very strong resistance? Price came here once, reverse. Price came here, reverse. Came here, reverse. Came here, reverse. And it finally broke. Okay, let me see earlier on. Yep. Came here, reverse. Came here, reverse. Came here, reverse. Came to this area and reverse. Okay, it's actually how I'm drawing the horizontal level. Okay, so this is for sure a level we want to take note of. Okay, this is for sure a level we want to take note of. Okay, and price is on its way to that level. Okay, let me see how strong this level is. Probably gonna be a 78.2 here. Yep, 78.2. Sorry, 78.6. Let me see if there's anything lining up here. Nope. If I take it from this swing low, let me see if anything's lining up. Yes-ish. Yes-ish. Right? I would much prefer if it's closer, but I mean, we'll just work with what we can. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can find even more things lining up. 161. Nope. Okay, there's two Fibonacci levels lining up here. Okay. When price gets here, is it going to break or not? Let's see what the indicators are saying. Okay, why we have to ask this question? Because we're going to consider getting in here for the sell. Okay, we're going to consider getting in here for the sell. Okay, one thing you want to take note of before consider this is only my second day here. I've learned so much. Thanks again. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for joining our webinars. We really appreciate it. Okay, when price gets here, it might just reverse because there is quite a resistance there, but we have to take note price is also moving in an ascending channel. Okay, ascending channel means that we expect price to continue moving in this channel. Oh my gosh, my mouse. Right? So I'm just gonna leave that level there. Okay, where do I think it's going to reverse to? If it goes there, I'm gonna put here, which is where the resistance is. That's the nearest resistance. Okay, there was a swing high here and price broke that swing high. So if price gets here, if it reverses from here, again, wait for the candlesticks confirmation. Wait for the candlesticks, the reversal pattern candlestick. Then you can consider getting in here for a short back to here. Whatever happens after that from here, I don't know, because we have to then reanalyze the charts. But at least from here to here, I do think price might reverse. Okay. Take note, there's another resistance here. There is another resistance here. Okay, so price may not even be able to get in here. So what I'm trying to say is another resistance here, right? Price might come here, reverse, and then go down from here, or it might come here, reverse, and go down from here. Okay, these are your two possible entries because that's your two possible heavy doors that price will have a hard time pushing. Okay. Need confirmation. I need more confirmation. Let's see what the indicators are saying. If the indicators are even agreeing with our analysis. Right. One, 5, and 3. By the way, for those who are new here, for stochastics, we use 21, 5, and 3. Okay. Possibility that price might just come here and reverse. Okay, this first resistance. Okay, I think. Why do I say that? Because when price reaches this first resistance, it would have lined up nicely with, I'm sure it will line up nicely with the 50%. Sorry, the 61 maybe. Yep. 61%. Yep, it lines up nicely with the 61%. Not only lines up nicely with the 61%, it lines up nicely with the Ichimoku cloud resistance. It lines up nicely with the stochastics resistance. Okay, RSI isn't saying much other than a breakout. RSI might be saying that that's a breakout. Okay, not really. Okay, RSI is not saying much. So it would line up nicely with the resistance of the Ichimoku cloud and the stochastics. Okay, so when price gets here, it might just reverse from here back to here. Okay, looks very small. Looks like it could just be one candle, but I mean, if you are scalping, you might possibly be able to make quite a bit of profit. Okay, if this plays out nicely. Okay, so why do I think this is a possible reversal from here? Number one, there is resistance in this area, right? There's horizontal resistance in this area. Number two, the 61.8% lines up nicely. Number three, Ichimoku resistance lines up nicely. Number four, stochastics lines up nicely. Let me see if I can get more things lining up nicely in this area. But yes, I think that is enough reason for me to agree that this is a strong enough resistance to stop price from going higher. Okay, where would I put my stop loss for this? I will put it here, right above the second resistance. Your risk to reward probably wouldn't be great, right? The risk to reward probably wouldn't be the best. It's a almost a 1-to-1 trade. It is a 1-to-1 trade. Okay, it is a 1-to-1 trade. So do I love this trade? Not really, right? I much prefer better risk to reward trades. Okay, I much prefer like a 1-to-10 kind of trade, 1-to-20 kind of trade. But in this case, it's a 1-to-1. Okay, so totally cool. Totally fine. If you, I'm so sorry, Baptist. I keep missing your message because I like it. It's not like YouTube or Facebook. It doesn't automatically go to the last message. With Zoom, I need to scroll down. Okay, so if you have time with the deck, with the bottom breakout after a breakout. Can you see now? Okay. I'm gonna go to decks. Hey Ravello, do you need to screenshot this? Have you got your numbers? I'm gonna move on because I only have 3 more minutes. Okay. I don't love this trade, by the way. But it's just there. Oh wow. Why does this chart look like that? It's so choppy. Okay, I may not have enough time to go through this, but I'm just gonna highlight some things that I see, okay? Support, resistance, trend line. Okay, immediately a bit more biased to looking for a buy because of this uptrend. Okay, so I'm thinking the best entry will be here, exactly here, where the trend line lines up with the horizontal area. Okay, so it will work nicely as well because what you're looking for, it's a break, right? It's a breakout. Usually after breakout, you look for a pullback. So then you get into the pullback, and that pullback actually would line up nicely with line up super nicely with the ascending trend line. Okay. No, that's fine. I just need to get Zoom. Don't worry, by the way, we're gonna move to Zoom permanently soon. So stay on Zoom. Just stay on Zoom. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can find any kind of resistance lining up there. Not really lining up very nicely. Okay, I would much prefer if it's like on the dot, right? But in this case, not really. So I'm just gonna highlight this level. But then again, just remember, support and resistance is never one number. Okay, it is usually one area. Okay, so I would say this is an area of resistance. This is an area of resistance. Let me see if I can find any more levels. Okay, nice. Okay, 78 lining up nicely there. 78 lining up nicely. So I would say this is a resistance area. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to put that back. Okay. I do think there's a possibility, this is just a very rough one, of this price doing this. Okay. Only get in for the buy if it manages to pull back to here. If it doesn't even pull back there, it doesn't get there, don't worry. Just take it. Just take it that you miss this trade. Don't force the trade. You don't want to get into non-probable trade. Let me back this up with some indicators. Let me back this up. Okay. Oh, sorry. Possible higher pullback would be, yeah, no, I only get in if it reaches there. doesn't reach there, I wouldn't even consider. Oh my gosh, this mouse. Okay, Ichimoku agreeing. Don't know if that would help. Maybe the batteries are weak, right? But this is the worst time for the batteries to be weak. I'm literally running out of time. Okay, not nice. Not the best, not the best. Ah, yikes. This is a problem, right? If price really were to come here, to come to this area, that means on the stochastics, price would have broken the stochastics, and that would mean a bearish divergence. Okay, whenever I see divergences, I immediately don't take the trade. Why? Because there's so many times in the past divergence was already showing me, RSI and stochastics and MACD was already showing me there's a bearish divergence, there's a bullish divergence, but I didn't want to believe it, right? I didn't want to believe the divergence. I lost that trade. Okay, so if price really pulls back to this area, and here on the stochastics, on the 21, 5, and 3 settings, right? Price breaks this trend line, that means it's a divergence already. Okay, that is a bearish divergence, and you should not get in on this trade. Okay, do not get in on this trade. Okay, that means that the buy could be right now already. Okay, it means that the buy could be right now. It means that the buy price is at the door right now. This could be where the buy is. Why? Because there is another support right here. Okay, yeah, there's a possibility price is going to buy here. Personally, I only want to get in if it comes here. Okay, but when it comes here, there will be a divergence already, and that would not align with our analysis anymore. Okay, so other than that, I don't really have anything for you guys. So sorry, seems like I didn't get any probable trades for you guys other than silver. Silver was it's okay, you know, it's an okay trade, right? Didn't really get you guys any strong trades, but then again, if it's not there, I cannot force it either. Okay, I will catch you guys next Thursday. Monday, my colleague Mel will be taking you guys. Thanks for attending. I'll catch you guys in a week. Yes, in a week. Okay, bye guys. Thanks for joining.